Somewhere tonight, a person opens a dating app for the last time. At least, that is what they tell themselves. They are tired of swiping, tired of small talk, tired of matching with people who disappear after 3 messages. Then a notification appears. Someone liked your profile. And just like that, the app gets one more chance. Dating apps are often described as technology built to help people meet. And to be fair, they do that. Millions of couples have met through apps, friendships have formed, marriages have started, and people who might never cross paths in real life have found each other through a screen. That is the part of the story these companies want you to remember. The more interesting part is what happens before people leave. Because the dating app business is not only about connection, it is about attention. Every profile, every photo, every swipe, every message, every pause before replying becomes part of a marketplace. And in that marketplace, attention is the scarce resource. The product is not a single date. The product is the possibility of one. That possibility is powerful because it sits right between hope and frustration. Too much frustration and the user deletes the app. Too much success and the user no longer needs it. So the business has to live in the middle. Close enough to make love feel possible. Uncertain enough to keep the next swipe interesting. This is why most dating apps are built around a freemium model. You can download the app for free, create a profile, upload photos, write a short bio, and start swiping. That free version is important because dating apps need large numbers of people to work. A dating app with no users is not a product. It is an empty room. The more people join, the more valuable the app feels, because every new user becomes inventory for someone else's hope. But once enough people are inside, the app can begin charging for better access. More likes, more filters, more visibility, more control. The free version gives you the feeling that the system works. The paid version suggests it might work better for you. This is where the psychology becomes very profitable. A user does not necessarily pay because the app guarantees a relationship. They pay because the free version makes them wonder what they are missing. Who liked me? Did I swipe left too quickly? Am I being shown to enough people? Would better filters save me from wasting time? Is the right person hidden behind the paywall? That uncertainty is not a bug in the model. It is one of the main reasons the model works. The first layer of monetization is scarcity. Many dating apps limit what users can do for free. A limited number of likes, a limited number of daily swipes, limited access to who already liked them, limited ability to undo mistakes. On paper, these limits help prevent spam and low-quality behavior. If every user could like everyone endlessly, the marketplace would become noisy very quickly. But limits also create pressure. When someone runs out of likes, the app has created a small moment of tension. The user wants to continue. The app asks them to pay. That payment is not really for romance. It is for momentum. Subscriptions take this further. Paid tiers often offer unlimited likes, advanced filters, profile boosts, rewinds, read receipts, travel mode, priority placement, or the ability to see who liked you first. Each feature answers a different insecurity. Rewinds help with regret. Read receipts help with uncertainty. Filters help with impatience. Seeing likes helps with validation. Boosts help with invisibility. And invisibility may be the most valuable pain point of all. A dating profile can be polished, thoughtful, and sincere, but none of that matters if nobody sees it. In a crowded marketplace, attention becomes a commodity. Boosts turn that commodity into a purchasable product. A user pays to be shown more often, shown higher, or shown at a time when more people are active. It is similar to advertising, except the advertisement is the person. Their face becomes the promoted listing. This changes the nature of the platform. A dating app may look like a social tool, but parts of it behave like a search engine, a marketplace, and an auction for visibility. Some users are browsing. Some users are competing. Some users are paying to move closer to the front. The emotional hook is simple. Maybe you are not unattractive. Maybe you are just not being seen. That is a very convenient thought for a business that sells visibility. It also explains why the best customer is not always the person who finds someone quickly. A user who matches, meets, falls in love, and deletes the app is a success story. But they are also lost revenue. The company can use that success story in marketing. It cannot bill that user next month. This creates a delicate tension. Dating apps need enough success to stay credible. If nobody ever met anyone, the product would collapse. But a perfect dating app, one that immediately found the right person for every user, would destroy its own repeat usage. So the real business challenge is not simply matching people. It is managing the pace of hope. The habit loop begins before a user even sees another person. It starts with the profile. Choosing photos is not just a setup step. It is a small act of self-packaging. Which version of yourself should the market see? The funny one, the successful one, the adventurous one, the low-maintenance one. A profile turns identity into a few images, a handful of prompts, and a quick first impression. That compression is efficient, but it is also strange. A person becomes a card, a life becomes a swipe. And the app keeps the motion effortless. Swiping is simple enough to do while waiting for coffee, sitting on a train, or lying in bed after midnight. Each action is tiny, but tiny actions repeated thousands of times become behavior. Notifications pull users back in. Matches create little spikes of excitement. Unanswered messages create unfinished loops. The app does not need every interaction to be satisfying. It only needs enough uncertainty to make checking again feel reasonable. This is where algorithms matter. The app has to decide who appears, when they appear, and how often a profile is shown. It may consider activity, location, preferences, profile quality, past behavior, and how users respond to each other. The exact systems vary by platform, and companies do not reveal every detail. But the basic marketplace problem is clear. Too many bad matches and people leave. Too few matches and people feel invisible. Too much choice and users become exhausted. Too little choice and the app feels empty. The algorithm is not only trying to help people meet, it is also trying to keep the marketplace alive. Different groups enter that marketplace for different reasons. Some users are casual and treat the app like entertainment. Some are serious daters who want commitment and better filters. Some are lonely and use the app because real-world social circles have become smaller. Some are high-income professionals who are willing to pay for convenience because time feels more expensive than a subscription. Some LGBTQ+ users rely on apps because the offline dating pool can be smaller, less visible, or less safe depending on where they live. Niche communities form around religion, lifestyle, age, culture, politics, hobbies, or relationship goals. This is why the dating app industry is not one market. It is many small markets stacked on top of each other. A casual swiping app, a serious relationship app, an elite dating app, a queer dating app, and a niche community app may all sell connection. But the emotional trigger is different in each one. Convenience for one user, belonging for another, status for another, safety for another, control for another. That is what makes the business so powerful and so difficult. The biggest threat to dating apps is not that people stop wanting relationships. It is that people stop trusting the marketplace. Trust is the invisible infrastructure of the entire industry. Users need to believe profiles are real. They need to believe messages are from actual people. They need to believe the app is not quietly wasting their time. They need to feel safe enough to meet someone offline. When that trust breaks, the business model starts to crack. Fake profiles make the app feel artificial. Scams turn hope into financial risk. Harassment makes users feel exposed. Poor moderation drives away the very people who make the marketplace valuable. Fatigue is another problem. Many users do not leave dating apps because they found love. They leave because they feel tired. Tired of starting the same conversation. Tired of judging strangers in seconds. Tired of being judged in seconds. Tired of wondering whether the algorithm is helping them or quietly turning their loneliness into monthly revenue. This is why dating apps cannot simply maximize payments without damaging the product. If the free experience feels useless, users may never stay long enough to pay. If paid features feel manipulative, trust erodes. If users believe the app benefits from their failure, even good features start to feel suspicious. And yet, the business is not as simple as villain versus victim. Dating has always involved uncertainty, status, timing, rejection, and luck. Apps did not invent those things, they organized them. They took messy human behavior and turned it into a scalable digital marketplace. They made meeting easier for people who were busy, shy, isolated, new to a city, or outside traditional social circles. They also made dating feel measurable, sortable, and endlessly available. That convenience came with a price. Once romance becomes a marketplace, people start behaving like products and customers at the same time. They optimize photos, they compare options, they wonder if a better match is one swipe away. The app does not need to promise certainty. Certainty would end the game. It only needs to preserve the feeling that the next profile could be different. That feeling is why someone pays for one more boost after a quiet week. It is why someone upgrades after seeing a blurred list of people who liked them. It is why someone who deleted the app 3 months ago downloads it again on a lonely Sunday night. The dating app business is built on a very human contradiction. People want to leave, but they also want one more chance before they go. And that one more chance is valuable. Dating apps are not just selling the chance to meet someone. They are selling the belief that the next person might be the one.